Welcome to this introductory video on Turning Point Web. This video will show you some of the features and differences between Turning Point Web and the Turning Point desktop app. This is not a guidance video. There is a separate guidance video available to you in order to show you how to use the functions within Turning Point Web. This is meant more as a brief introduction to highlight this new tool that the university has available. Turning Point Web is an online polling platform that captures user data in real time via polling. Turning Point Web is an additional tool that doesn't take away from the existing desktop version. You can use one or the other, or both, to complement your teaching. However, please be aware that both are separate options and you cannot move polling questions from one to the other. To access Turning Point Web, you need to go to instructor.turningtechnologies.eu. Once you're on that website, you can enter your Turning Point account. If you do not have a Turning Point account, you can email your local HEFI team and they'll be able to provide you with information on how to acquire a Turning Point account. They are provided for free by the university. If you have an existing Turning Point account already, you can use that to sign into your account and access Turning Point Web. Turning Point Web is an entirely online, simplified version of the desktop app. There are 4 question types within Turning Point Web. There is multiple choice that can also be used for true or false or multiple answer questions. There is short answer questions, numeric responses, and image hotspots. All of these can have a set answer entered at the creation stage, so Turning Point Web is entirely self-marking. You can also upload text or PowerPoints and add those to any online presentations that you're doing. But please note, if you are uploading a PowerPoint, any interactive media that you include with that PowerPoint can't be played through the web app. So for example, you might have embedded a video that won't be able to be played during the Turning Point Web presentation. You also cannot edit any of the PowerPoints within Turning Point Web. They are uploaded simply as an image screen. Sessions are run in the browser with very similar options to Turning Point desktop app. You can keep things anonymous, or you can require participants to sign in. However, they will need a Turning Point account to be set up to do so. Sessions are run in a very similar way to the Turning Point desktop app, with a session ID being provided that students will need to input at ttpoll.eu in order to join your session. Slides are clicked through using the web and will update on users' devices or on the screen in the session. You can also choose when results will be displayed, either constantly on the screen, only after the question has been closed, or never. At the end of sessions, data can be saved from those sessions and is stored in the web. Clicking on the Results tab will show you the various sessions that you've run, and you're able to view reports on the responses that were entered. You can also schedule sessions within Turning Point Web, allowing them to be run at specific times. You might find this useful to start sessions for end of session feedback or various other assessment reasons. Turning Point Web can also be used to link up to your Canvas courses. There's separate guidance available on how to do this. Doing so will allow you to send results into your Canvas gradebook, and will also allow you to have sign-up lists based off student information. You will, however, need your students to create a Turning Point account in order to use this functionality, so you need to assess for yourself whether or not this will be useful for your teaching purposes. In summary, Turning Point Web has a simpler interface than the Turning Point desktop. However, it does lack some of the functionality that the Turning Point desktop app has. There isn't an install required for Turning Point Web, so it can be run on any machine. You can't import any existing Turning Point questions into Turning Point Web, as it runs as a separate instance. Turning Point Web also doesn't support clickers. It's user device only, which means students will need to provide their own device in order to access Turning Point. This might be a mobile, a tablet, a laptop, or even a desktop PC. Turning Point Web can be linked to Canvas, allowing you to import your data into Canvas if you so desire. Turning Point Web has an easier learning curve than Turning Point Desktop, which makes it a great introduction to Turning Point if you've not used it before. And finally, Turning Point Web is entirely internet reliant. This means that both you and your users need to have reasonable internet to be able to use it. It does, however, also mean that it's great for hybrid teaching, as not all users need to be in the same room in order to use something such as clickers. I hope you found this video useful, and if you want any further guidance on how to use Turning Point Web, please have a look at our Turning Point Web guidance video. Thank you for listening.